Maccu di Fave, Maccu di Fave, a dish older than the country it is cooked in, from Caltanissetta, in the sunburned heart of Sicily, where the fava bean has fed the poor since before Rome had a name. There is nothing humbler than this. Dried fava beans, water, a little wild fennel, and thyme. That is all. No cream, no shortcuts. The velvet comes from the beans themselves, coaxed out slowly over a low flame. This is cucina povera, the cooking of the poor, and it is quietly magnificent. Servings 4, 10 minutes of preparation, 90 minutes of cooking. Total time 100 minutes. 1 pound of dried split fava beans, 1 yellow onion, a half cup of wild fennel fronds, a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil, salt, black pepper, and 6 cups of water. First, rinse the fava beans in cool water and look for any small stone hiding among them. Then the onion, chopped coarse, and the wild fennel, fennel, chopped fine. Its scent somewhere between anise and the hillside it grew on. Keep half of it back for later. Into a heavy pot they all go. The favas, the onion, half of the fennel, and 6 cups of water. Bring it up to a boil, then bring it back down to the gentlest simmer, uncovered. This is where patience begins. Now, you wait. 90 minutes. Stir it now and then. Skim away the pale foam that rises. And slowly, the beans begin to let go. They soften. They swell. They lose their shape and surrender, until what was a pot of hard little seeds becomes a thick, golden porridge. There is no hurrying this. The beans keep their own time. This is the oldest kind of cooking there is. A pot, a flame, and the willingness to wait. The kitchen fills with the smell of earth and fennel. The surface thickens and turns the color of late afternoon light. When a wooden spoon can stand a moment in the middle, it is nearly there. Now, season it. Salt and black pepper. And then the secret. Set down the machine. Take a wooden spoon and whisk hard for 2 full minutes, round and round, until every last piece breaks down and the puree turns smooth and glossy and soft as velvet. Ladle it, hot, into 4 bowls. Scatter the fennel you saved across the top. A last breath of green. And then the olive oil a slow golden drizzle over each bowl. It pools and shines. Serve it warm, with bread if you have it. History and cultural origins. MAK-koo is ancient, older than the recipe books, older than the map of Italy. The word itself means to crush, to break down. The fava bean was among the very first things the old Mediterranean ever farmed, the food of Roman soldiers and Roman fields, and everyone too poor for meat. To eat this is to eat something thousands of years deep. And the fava was never only food. In the ancient world, it sat somewhere between the living and the dead, offered at graves, whispered over in ritual. Pythagoras forbade his followers to eat it, and for centuries in Sicily, a single dried fava has been carried in the pocket, a small charm against hunger and against bad luck. The reason is a story. They say that long ago, when famine came to Sicily and the crops all failed, one thing survived in the hard ground: the fava. It fed the people when nothing else would. It kept them alive. And from that day, the humble bean became a blessing. Proof that even the poorest thing can save you. So every spring, on the feast of San Giuseppe, St. Joseph's Day, the pot of MAK-koo returns to the Sicilian table, a thanksgiving, a remembering, eaten in gratitude for the bean that would not die, and for the saint who watches over the ones who have little. And so it is served, warm and golden, in a plain bowl, the way it has always been. Not a dish for guests to admire, but a dish to keep a family alive through winter. Maccu di Fave asks for almost nothing: a handful of dried beans, a little green, and your patience. And in return, it gives you something older than memory, and the table, at last, is set.